What happens when you're injured on a premise? These cases are called premises liability. Some examples of premises liability are slip and falls, inadequate maintenance of the property, inadequate security that leads to an assault, swimming pool accidents, dog bites. Of course, this is not a comprehensive list, this is just some examples. So, what are your rights as the premise owner and what are your rights as an injured person? To answer that question, we need to first go over what your status is and how the courts have defined what your status is. So, what does that mean, status? The courts have recognized that there are three different statuses when we're talking about you as the person who goes onto a premise. These categories are invitees, licensees, and trespassers. So let's talk about the first two. Invitees. Who are invitees? Invitees are people who actually go onto a property to confer some kind of benefit to the premise owner, to the landowner. Like when you go to Kroger and you are trying to shop, you're trying to get some kind of benefit. Or concert goers. You go to a concert, it's the same thing. When somebody comes onto your property and they're trying to sell you something, door-to-door salespeople, those are conferring a benefit to you. The other category are licensees. Licensees are not there to confer any kind of benefit to you as the premise owner. These are people like friends, families who come over and just want to enjoy your company. So, what does each one mean? What are your duties as the landowner, as the premise owner, in each category, in each status? So, for the invitees, your duty as the premise owner is to inspect the property and make sure that it's okay. Your duty as the licensee is to just not cause any willful, wanton harm. So that this includes things like man traps. Don't set any man traps. Things that are reasonable. Very, very reasonable. So keep this in mind because next we're going to go over some of these categories that we mentioned, like dog bites. What happens when a dog bites you on somebody else's property? Stay tuned.